I am the foundation for my real estate partner's buyer presentation. What I wanted to show here is in the new world, if I'm a home buyer, I've signed a buyer broker agreement saying that real estate agent, in this example, you're worth 2.5% to me. And if that means I have to pay it out of pocket, it's worth it. So that would become a closing cost in our world. Like part of your job as a loan officer or mortgage advisor now is I need your W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns, and your buyer broker agreement because I need to make sure you have reserves covered. We have to build that in. So that is part of my job now. So on $1 million purchase with 20% down, the total cash to close would be $234,000. But now the silver lining of this whole thing is we get to negotiate more. We're looking at this as a property where there's no cooperative compensation. So the buyer's on the hook for it, but you don't have to be. If we increase the offer price to $1,027,000, your cash out of pocket goes down by $20,000. You're financing your commission. And since we can now ask for that in a multiple offer situation where we didn't get to in the past, why don't we just ask for all of it? We can get your total cash out of pocket down to $207,000 at a price of $1,038,000. Now it's going to cost you an extra $239 per month, but guess what? You've already been doing this. If you think about, here's the analogy I've been telling real estate agents to use. If you're a realtor and there's a home that's listed for $1 million that has a 2.5% commission, what do? They say, I'll buy the house for $975,000 and you can keep my commission because it nets the seller the same either way, right? Well, I don't have the ability to do that. So I would have to pay $1 million. So the price has always been, or I'm sorry, the commission has already been built into the price for all of history because sellers don't care about price. They care about net proceeds. So if you give me $975,000 and you let me keep $25,000, that nets me the same as somebody else offering me $1 million and me paying $25,000. So either way, I'm good either way. Using that concept, this is the same approach. I've already been paying more. We've just 180'd how we need to look at this. As a home buyer or even a home seller, even if NAR thing went away today and they said, you know what, this is a terrible idea. We're just going to leave it alone. I now understand that a real estate agent was never free to me. It was always included in my price. So that being said, my goal is to show people what happens with the money that you save. So you had the ability to pay $234,000 out of pocket, but we decided that maybe that's not the best idea. You could finance it for $170 more per month and keep 20 grand. So what does that do for you? Well, you could just have $20,000 sitting in your checking account and that's fine. Or you could invest it. And I can come in here and show them what real estate looks like over time and what their investment balance would do in short term. So a 7-year analysis at 7%, you turn that money saved into $40,000. You paid your realtor $25,000 to buy this house. I saved you 40. So I made that home buyer more money than they paid for their agent. And these are the kind of things we need to show people. This is why you can't be a realtor anymore. You're not a real estate agent anymore. You are a real estate advisor. And what I've told in every presentation I've done is if you're not calling yourself a real estate advisor, you're not obligating yourself to advice. Just like I am not a loan officer, I'm a mortgage advisor. I've obligated myself to giving good advice. And this is an easy way to show how paying an agent will actually save them more money over time.